Dr. Jitesh here, our next presentee. Thank you so much, Dr. Kamal Jalodia, sir,
Thank
for
you.
sharing your knowledge with us and guiding the people about Vidulka's system as well as the levels of health,
Mhm.
as well as every group. You've explained very nicely. We have Dr. Jitesh Sharma here. He's the director of JDS Multi Super Speciality Hospital at Odisha, which is a 40-bedded hospital. He's mastered in the teaching of how to treat acute and chronic diseases holistically. He has received training from great homeopaths like Professor Dr. Vichuldas, Dr. Rajan Shankar, and Dr. Amar Singh Nikam, and many other eminent teachers. I welcome you, sir. His topic is homeopathic approach to treat cold, cough, and coryza. So the mic is all yours, sir. Please begin.
Thank you, Dr. Yashika. Thank you, BJN, especially Manish. Thank you, Team Radar, Homepathy 360, for giving me opportunity to share my clinical experiences. Well, let us start. Let me know if everything is okay. Is everything clear?
Yes, sir. Everything is fine.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Yes,
So
yes. Dr.
well,
Jitesh, your screen visible and your voice is very clear.
okay. So, thank you. Well, I have so many things to share, but I have started with a very small effort to tell about cold, cough, and coryza, which is very important to learn. I know there are many young students who would like to learn this. Well, everyone knows, but still, I'm just revising few things like cold. What is cold? Cold is a upper respiratory tract infection, and usually what we have is symptoms like cough, headache, heat, cold, sore throat, and these are generally caused by some viruses or any other infections. So, to the next, I would like to state acute cold. So, acute cold, if the cold has lasted more than 2 days, we have some certain group of medicines which should be considered like gelsemium, mercury, arsenic, nux vomica, pulsatilla, sanguinaria nitricum, Ilium cepa, natramur. Natramur is often neglected remedy in cold. We should think about it. We should go to the keynotes. We should study in Materia Medica that how natramur has a strong action on the catral of the nose. Now, to begin, I'll start with a case that is 6 months baby suffering from coryza. Anamnesis, baby suffering from cold coryza since 3 days. Baby is complaining of blockage of nose at night, difficulty in breathing while expiration. Like the baby, you can observe is making loud noise while even in the feeding, while breathing, the baby cannot breathe. Perspiration, profuse head, sleep sounded, but she startled during sleep, and mouth is open during sleep because of suffocation. She cannot breathe. Symptoms, what we noted, that is the child was playful, a little bit irritable, putting everything in mouth, that's very common. So repertorizing the sheet will got few remedies which are everyone can see, that is nux vomica, amonca, lycopodium, sambucus, pulsatilla. So I gave Sambucus. Why Sambucus? I'll tell you after this slide. Sambucus is a very wonderful remedy in coryza in infants, nurslings, babies when they have snuffles. So as soon as I gave OD for 5 days, I got the improvement. Within after 2 weeks, I got the information that report of the patient that the baby got improved drastically. See, Sambucus. Sambucus is one of the appropriate remedy we should think of during suffocative nasal catra of young children. So Sambucus has a very strong affinity in snuffling of infants. So we should read this remedy, and it has some typical affinity like I have described. I have tried my small effort to explain you through rubrics as well. Nose coryza discharge without dry children, Sambucus, Master Nair has given. Nose coryza discharge without dry nurslings. Also, Bonnie Hussain has given. Cough, dry fever before, Sambucus. Cough, fever before. This is also indicated in Sambucus. So it's a very great remedy, and We have to learn this remedy. We have to utilize it in clinic once you get all the totality of the symptoms. Next, chronic cold. We say chronic cold when a patient has been suffering from cold for weeks without any sign of improvement. The patient is not at all improving. So what we should do? We should take complete case taking. Like what we have to do here is we have to consider the totality, the pathology, the keynotes, the observation. Then we can only be able to find the simillimum of the patient. Chronic cold, few remedies. See, there are many remedies, but just to highlight, just to discuss few remedies, I have come up with few remedies like Hydrastis, Calcarea carb, Natrium mure, Dulcamara, Mercury, Sulfur, and there are many other remedies that depends upon the totality. So let us discuss Hydrastis. Hydrastis. Hydrastis is considered when there is too much discharge from the nose. There is a typical symptom in hydrastis. The cold gets settled back of the nose and throat. There is a lot of phlegm inside. And even the patient suffer from deafness during the coryza. So I have found out some important rubrics in which hydrastis is the single indicated medicine, that is nose discharge thick coryza after ear pain aching coryza in hydrastis has been the single remedy according to Dr. Nair. Nose coryza sunlight in Bogar has indicated a leading remedy, that is hydrastis. The only remedy in this, nose coryza sunlight in. So these can be helpful, while taking case taking or while taking the symptoms of the patient. It will be a very indicative and very helpful in order to prescribe whether you have to prescribe hydrastis or not. And hydrastis thermal is towards hot. Majorly, it has both cold symptoms and hot symptoms, but more aggravation is by hot. So it is considered as towards hot remedy. Sulfur. Next, sulfur is a very neglected remedy in colds. Like how many? I don't know how many people are practicing in the clinic by giving sulfur in acute cold or chronic cold. But let me tell you, some sulfur has a very great symptoms like abundant secretion of yellowish mucus. There is a lot of yellowish mucus, and they have loss of smell and taste as well. So I have indicated one small rubric, that is through Kent repertory: mouth, taste, wanting, tastelessness of food, coryza in. So in coryza, usually people have lost their taste and smell as well. So if the patient comes and tell you that they have lost the taste of the food, there are many remedies like Natrium mure, Pulsatilla, Silicia, sulfuric acid, sulfur, Entimtard. These all are very remedies which is indicated, marked in loss of taste in coryza. Next, Magnesium muriaticum. It's a very good remedy. After coryza, all the symptoms has been disappeared, but the patient comes and tells you that they have loss of taste of food and as well as loss of smell. So they don't recognize even the smell and the taste of the food. So Dr. Phatak has indicated has the only remedy, that is Magmur, and the thermal of Magmur is towards chili. So it's a very indicative remedy with the patients who have come to you and they say that they have suffering from coryza and they have lost the smell and lost the taste of the food. So I thought it would be very nice to share few glimpses of these remedies. So next, tendency to take cold. As you all aware, everybody is not same. Every individual is different. So we should consider these rubrics as well. Those who are keep taking cold easily during summer, we can take this rubric: cold taking becoming easily summer. Those people have tendency to catch cold very easily when they get wet. They have if their feet gets wet, like Calcarea fos, Conayum, Silicia. Generalities change temperature of aggravation. Usually people come and tell that if they are sensitive to change of temperature. So as a general symptoms, you should consider these rubrics, which will be very helpful in choosing the medicine in order to help the patient. So everything depends upon the peculiarities. So next, cough. What is cough? I know everyone knows what is cough, but still I'm just revising. Cough is a very protective reflex action of your body in which we try to clear the mucus. And it is usually due to asthma or viral infections or bacteria. So types of cough. There are two types of cough, wet cough and dry cough. Dry cough, there is no mucus in it. But wet cough, there is a lot of phlegm inside. So usually, I'll tell you, you cannot find wet cough anywhere in the repertory. If you type wet cough, you will not find it. But we'll find cough with expectoration. Cough with expectoration. So causes of dry cough. Dry cough is cause. There are numerous causes like laryngitis, sore throat, croup. Croup usually happen in children, small children, infants. Tonsillitis, sinusitis, asthma, allergies, GRD, dust or smoke exposure. GRD. GRD, the gastric cause of cough. Usually you will find a typical rubric, that is headache associated with stomach complaints, or stomach complaints, headache with, or stomach complaints, sorry, I'm telling headache, sorry. Stomach complaints with cough, gastric cough. So cough associated with stomach troubles, you'll find GRD. So here I have given a few rubrics which could be helpful in you to, I know most of them are very, very seniors who are been watching, or for the students, it will be very, very helpful. Cough expectoration thick, thin, cough expectoration greenish, cough expectoration yellow, yellowish white. So these all rubrics which is very helpful in order to indicate, like greenish stannum mat has, Drosera has, Carvovage has, Pulsatilla has. Kali sulf is also a good remedy if you have a thick yellow discharge. It has a same, more or less same picture with like Pulsatilla. So you have to read the remedy. You have to read a lot of Materia Medica. So I have pointed out few objective cough symptoms with repertorial rubrics, which will be very easy once you observe what type of cough does the patient is having, like barking cough, choking cough, spongia, barking cough, deep, dry cough, exhausting, hoarseness, cough with loose without expectoration, nervous cough. Ignitia is one of the leading example of nervous cough. It's originated due to psychogenic complaints. Paroxysmal, uninterrupted. Like you have some few rubrics I would like to mention, like 2 or more paroxysmal coughs. You will find mercury, and there are many other remedies. Racking cough. The whole body moves and hurts during cough. Like the patient will come and the body will shake. Like Stenomet has it, racking cough, rattling cough, spasmodic cough, suffocative. Suffocative, I remember Cupromet and Epicac. Those in those medicines, it has clearly written the child will turn blue and stiff. They have so much of suffocation in the cough. Tickling cough. Tickling cough, Rumex. Rumex is a very good remedy, I'll tell you. When the patient, when coughs, they'll put a handkerchief in their mouth in order to prevent, and they feel better by covering. And the cough comes, they put a lot of effort in the larynx, in the throat. So violent cough, whistling, woofing cough. So the overall, we should know as a physician, as a clinician, that what type of cough you are dealing with. Few observation what I have made, that is time, type of cough, general modalities, eating, drinking modalities, sensation. Many people come, patients come like complain that they have a plug-like sensation in the throat, and we have to note down that. Concomitant associated with that, time of cough, night aggravation, day aggravation. You need to have the complete picture of the patient in order to treat their cough, cold or coryza, anything it might be. So let us discuss another case, chronic cough. Since 7 months, age 57 years female, she's suffering from dry cough since 7 months. She has a dry cough since February 2018. She has a lot of hoarseness of voice. She has a plug-like sensation while coughing, throat. She has a fear disease of cancer, like she has developed a disease, a fear that is cancer. She feels like if she has cancer or not. She has a fear about it. Pain when swelling both knee, aggravation by walking, standing, rising from sitting. and age 57, she's already over with the menopause, so she has this complaint of joint pains. uh, she had a habit of using tobacco. The thirstless, small quantity, small interval, dryness of mouth, perspiration profuse on face. She sleeps without covering. She cannot sleep. She's very chilly. So what we found it in mind symptoms, she had a major conflict, like relating to her land. She was main essence what we found out here. She had, she told us that her husband, sister want to take her property, and she always brood about. She sad to think about it. So what we considered as a trigger point this, because after this only all complaints are started. So any guesses what the remedy could be? Anyone? Hello.
Dear students and doctors, if anyone wants to answer the question of Dr. Jitesh, kindly type in the chat box. So he's asking about the remedy in aspect of the case he just narrating to us. So if you want to share your experience, kindly write the remedy in the chat box. And Dr. Jitesh, if in case you're able to see, kindly
Yes,
concentrate on the
I'm
chat
seeing.
box.
Yes, I'm seeing. Great. Arsenic, Kalika, Hepasulf. Nice. Try to get. So, Ayushi Gupta, Ignitia, Brainia, Natramure. Excellent. Great efforts. Gelsemium, Ignitia. So, I'll continue with my presentation. Two people got the right remedy. That is Ignitia. Ignitia is the remedy. Wonderful. So, Ignitia. Ignitia is a remedy. They have very strong fear of disease, like if they suffer from heart or cancer, and they have typical sensation of lump in the throat. I can tell you how. They have all the grief pent up. They have a lot of grief inside. Cough chronic, cough dry, mind brooding, uncovering aggravation. So I selected Ignitia, and after 1 month, I didn't find significant improvement, but she was improved only by 20%. Cough got reduced, but still cough was there. And she told that she was suffering from slight fever. I asked her to not to take any medicine, just wait for it. And I repeated Ignitia again for 1 month. And follow up after 1 month, the dry cough, no attack. The patient was at all 70%. She said, I'm feeling better, and cough totally disappeared. So this is the way which I selected Ignitia. So it will be, I hope it will be very informative. I don't know, like majorly everyone knows about Ignitia. It's a grief remedy. There's a lot of grief inside. Everyone knows about it. But still, if I'm able to convey some more add-on information, it will be helpful. As from my side, what I have learned from what Professor Vitholkar has written in MM Viva, Ignitia may also have an anxiety about her health. They have tremendous anxiety as well. They fear from that they may die from heart disease or cancer. Their anxiety tend to be worse on sunset. And what I went through from Pierce, Dr. Pierce Plain Talks on Matria Medica, he has written, it is particularly indicated useful in ailments resulting from grief, family afflictions, or financial misfortunes. It was so appropriate to read this line. And affliction means a cause of pain or harm. So it has clearly written family affliction. So these all things got related, and then I prescribed Ignitia. In Bonninghausen repertory also you can find cough chronic Ignitia. So coming up next, hay fever. Hay fever, allergic rhinitis. So rhinitis also known as coryza. So unlike cold, hay fever is not caused by a virus. Hay fever has some like hay fever is causative agents like pollen dust. Like major areas you don't have pollen dust, but few areas people may get. So it varies from place to person, everyone. Some have allergy to cats, dogs, their fur, their saliva. Like usually we say pet dander. They have reaction to that. So why every individual is not same? Everyone has a different symptoms. I'll tell you. Like patient coming and they have a tendency to say that they have like burning nostrils, and the eyes also burning. They have lacrimation. There's a lot of lacrimation inside, and so they feel like They feel like very irritable during the attack of hay fever. You can see a typical picture of Allium cepa, I can say, burning eyes, steaming. So, and few people will come and they'll say constant itching in the throat, constant itching, and they have constant sneezing. So these all people are different. We have to choose remedy accordingly. It's nothing like that. You have to prescribe one remedy for each and every person suffering from coryza. So every symptoms is different. So I would like to discuss few remedies which I feel I think many of the people might be knowing, but still, Orundo. Orundo is a very nice remedy in treating hay fever. It has a typical symptoms of burning in the nostrils inside. Even roof of mouth itching. The patient will come and say there is a lot of itching inside the roof of mouth. So you need to consider with the totality of Orundo. It is might be helpful in treating. And another thing I would like to show another remedy, that is Vaithya. Vaithya, people who come with constantly saying that they are unable, they something is there inside in the throat, and they constantly doing they try to remove something which is present in the throat. And I'll show you how Boric has written very nicely. Where is radar opus? Yes, see, if everyone can see, Boric has written clearly in Vaithya, constant clearing and hemming the throat. Like a lot of people patients coming, and they usually say they're constantly doing like this, like something has been stuck inside. And the main symptom is, even after trying to clear their throat, they fail to clear it. They still feel that something is inside in their throat. Like throat dryness, swallowing, amelioration does not. Clark has written only one remedy, that is Vaithya. Throat irritation, public speakers and singers, that's in Vaithya. What Boric has written. And another rubric which I want to share, that is nose, hay fever, coryza, dryness of mucous membranes of nose, mouth, and throat. Means in this, there is a lot of dryness of the mucous membrane with hay fever during coryza. So leading remedies are Synapis nigra is often neglected remedy. Sticta P, Sticta pulmonaria, lung wart. It's a very wonderful remedy in chronic sinusitis and also in hay fever. If you read Sticta P, you will find out even Sticta P is used bursitis of the knee. It is very good remedy in that. So you need to study about it. Sticta P and Vaithya. So coming up next, what we need to consider we need to consider the location. We need to consider the sensation. We need to consider the modalities, the concomitants. We need to inquire each and every levels, like energy levels, thirst, craving, aversion, mood, thermals. We should teach our patients to tell their acute cases properly, because majorly what happens, patient comes and they, doctor, please give me remedy for a cold, I'm suffering from cold. So we cannot do like that, right? As a homeopath, those who do, they fail miserably. So we need to take complete picture of the patient, then only prescribe. So educate them, teach them. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be a quick prescriber in a hurry. Okay, he's suffering from cold, so let us give this belladonna, let us give this. So don't be in a hurry to prescribe. We must see all the symptoms before prescribing the remedy. Otherwise, we will fail, and the patient will also lose faith in homeopathy. So please don't do this. So next, coming up, another case, 6-year-old female child, cough and bedwetting. We'll also solve this together, and I'll be wait for the answers. Anamnesis, like patient coming with a complaint of involuntary urination day and night time, cough and cold, cough, thick expectoration, white. Patient has been complaining of earache, left-sided, at night. Physical generals, earache, left-sided, night aggravation, bladder, involuntary urination, sleep, she's talking in sleep, appetite reduced, tongue white coated. What mental symptoms, what we got, that she's very submissive, weeping disposition. I guess half of the people will already got the remedy by listening this symptoms. She is slight irritable, weeping disposition. So I think majorly people said the remedy. Pulsatilla. Pulsatilla was a remedy which was prescribed. Pulsatilla, I'll show you how beautifully it is written in Materia Medica. After pulsatilla, what Kent has written, pulsatilla is commonly indicated in earache of children. And what Clark has written, involuntary micturition at night in bed, especially in little girls. She was a 6-year-old girl. So in little girls. So pulsatilla is a very indicated remedy, but of course you need to take the totality. Talking in sleep also covered with pulsatilla. So after repetization, what I got, I prescribed, that is pulsatilla, and even I went through the source. We need to know the source, what has been written in that remedy. We need to get in and out of it. Then only you prescribe. So coming up next, this is the last case. It's a very interesting case, vestibular migraine with allergic rhinitis. For those who don't know, vestibular migraine is a migraine associated vertigo. This is a problem that causes repeated dizziness in the people who have the history of migraine. So chief complaints. She says vertigo sensation as if she moves front and back. Anytime she feels front and back. And with headache, with palpitation. If the vertigo, she's suffering from vertigo with headache, with palpitation. If vertigo increase, palpitation also increases. She can't talk. She cries, she feels better. Rest aggravation. Coughing and sneezing with vomiting. She has a tendency cough with vomit. With throat pain sometimes. Aggravated by smokes, perfumes. And she has a lot of problem with sneezing, with cold. In cold, it aggravates actually. So let us solve this case, and I'll be waiting for the answers. Physical generals, because this is the reason I'm telling you, vertigo and palpitation with talking aggravates. Desire sweets. Chest palpitation more at sternal end. Thinking of the complaints aggravates the condition. Thinking of the complaints aggravates the chest pain. Stomach pain, stomach irritation, loud irritations. She has a dream of ghost. She has dream of dead people who are dead. She has a dream of someone choking her neck. She has that dream. She described that someone is choking her neck. She had a history of menorrhagia. Mind symptoms. So after inquiring the symptoms, what we found out, she has a conflict with her mother-in-law. She quarrels a lot and she constantly tried to please her. Once she got fright in her in-laws village. She went to her in-laws village place. She saw her dead father-in-law 2 times, she said. That we can consider she's seeing dead people. She has a delusion. So now she has developed that fear after seeing that dream. Okay. So now most symptoms what we got on her case taking, that she is extroverted, religious, superstitious. She has a very, very tremendous fear of being alone, fear of dark, mild. And thermal is chilly. So I would ask everyone to tell me the remedy. It will be helpful in learning as well. What remedy everyone will conclude? I'm waiting for the answers. This is the case. Someone said belladonna, arsenic, sanguinaria. Snanshu saw phosphorus, lecasis, arsenic, sulfur. Avinash, Dr. Avinash Kumar, lecasis is a hot remedy and the patient is chilly. Arsenic, calcarea silicata, thuja, cedron, calcarea carb, nitramur, arsenic, thuja, lecasis, sepia. Interesting. Lycopodium, cannabis indica, Tanmay Haldar, phosphorus, calcarea carb, Kali group. Okay, I see. Kali group, thuja, stramonium, gelsemium, stramonium. Okay, till now 2 people have got the right remedy, and I'll tell you. It's very interesting to learn. The remedy which I gave, that is phosphorus. How? See, phosphorus has a concomitant with headache or pain in head, vertigo associated with headache, vertigo, motion aggravation, anxiety about its own health, and it's the most important which was considered here, delusion being choked. And I'll tell you, I have taken from Kent repertory, there is another line which I'm going to teach now. See, after giving phosphorus 2 weeks, This was the follow-up chart. 23rd December, her headache got reduced, vertigo got reduced, sneezing is better, and after 2 weeks she got more improvement. And after I repeated the medicine, she got acute attack. There was a slight attack of cold, and she was telling me that she's unable to cough. She has a lot of pain. She has a difficulty in expectoration. So I asked her to repeat the same remedy because I was sure if that remedy is acted before, it will act again also. So again, I asked her to repeat the remedy, and her cough got reduced. So overall, we saw like you can say the deranged vital force of the patient got improved into a healthier state after she got the attack of fever, because after fever she got improved, and after that her symptoms got reduced and she feels better. So next, this what I wanted to teach you. In NASH, NASH has clearly indicated there is one particular symptom which we read: the patient fears to be alone. That is so marked in phosphorus. The patient fears to be left alone. He is afraid of dark in thunderstorm. And the next, the Kent repertory has shown us that is sleep, dreams, strangled of being. I know many of them pointed lachesis. Lachesis, you can think of choking and everything, but you have to see other picture also. Don't be fixed with the thoughts. You need to see in and out of the case. You must know what you are treating with. This was the exact interpretation of the patient. That was dreams strangled of being, choking, delusion being choked. These all were cross-referenced, and the remedy which come up, that was phosphorus. Delusion dead person sees phosphorus. And if you went through JAS, I don't know how many people read JAS. I read a JAS a lot. So JAS manual of practice, I found out there is a tendency of phosphorus violent vertigo. What Dr. JAS wrote, vertigo with headache, and there is excessive secretion of saliva, vertigo with vanishing of ideas, chronic vertigo. There are various kind of vertigo in which phosphorus acts. So of course, after only giving the totality, you can prescribe phosphorus. So to conclude my seminar, I would like to end with a quote, that is, it is important for a student of homeopathy to realize the particular effect of each and remedy has upon the different system of organelles. Then only you prescribe accordingly. What Professor Vitholkas always says to us. So any questions, you just can mail me or visit our website of hospital. We have a hospital. We treat IPD and OPD both. So thank you. I would like to thank you everyone for listening me so patiently. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.